Yo, what is going on, guys? An unbelievably warm welcome back to the channel, and today we have got a very exciting new career mode down in the Premier League, and it is with none other than the one, the only Manchester United. You can even see my clothes are matching the club. I mean, I just like to go that extra mile, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyway guys, I am so psyched for this career mode, mainly because we've done a lot of career modes like Leicester and Werder, who Leicester were like mid-level team. We had to do a lot of work to get them right to the top with, you know, huge transfer budget. But if you look here, first season, 166 million smackers. Now that is absolutely unbelievable money right there, and I haven't had to do any work for it. Yeah, I'm just looking for a career mode towards the end of this FIFA 21 cycle that is going to allow me to, you know, just have some fun basically. We'll still keep that Werder career mode going. Hopefully I'm going to get one episode from each out every week for you guys. If you haven't seen the Werder career mode, be sure to check it out as soon as you can. But as you can see there, we have just adjusted the old transfer budget. And I should mention now that unfortunately I was recording this live, but we ran into a few technical difficulties. And yeah, I basically sounded like this. So anyway, I'm having to do a after recording, so I'm not really live, I'm just following what's on the screen right now. But we're in the team, and look at all these fantastic players we have to choose from. Anthony Martial, he's probably underperformed in his career so far, but he has so much potential. I know some people want to sell him, but I just think he'll be so good for us in the future. We're going to give him at least one season to show his potential. Pogba, of course, just jumped straight into the team. Sorry, I'm a bit behind here. I need to catch up. McTominay. Imagine McTominay and Pogba in midfield. It's the balancing act. Fred or McTominay in midfield. We'll have to see how it goes as the season progresses. But I guess Fred, he gives us more variety for now. More sort of passing on the ball. More vision, I guess. Less strength, though. I mean, Pogba and McTominay would be a brutal midfield. But anyway, moving on to our defence. Our back four is looking pretty decent. All three of them are looking decent anyway. Luke Shaw, for sure. Oh, my days. I didn't even mean to do that. He's going to be a solid member of this team. Maguire, of course, our captain. He is going nowhere. Wan-Bissaka, the best right back defensively in the world, in my opinion. But if there are any questions looming in this back four, it is over that man, Victor Lindelof. We might have to look to possibly get a bit of a replacement in for him. And Dean Henderson is going to be starting most of the games this season with an eye on the future. David De Gea, pushing 29 years of age already. He's only going to decline from now on. And Donny van der Beek, I forgot he was even there. Of course, he'll come onto the bench from the Nemanja Matic, who we might need to sell. Van der Beek, I actually like that. Van der Beek and Pogba in midfield. I have absolutely no idea why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has not done that in real life. Hopefully this season, maybe it'll come to fruition. We'll have to see. But anyway, looking through the reserves here, we have quite a lot of young, promising talent. Chong, for one, he's been around for a few years now. It's really time for him to start pushing his way into the first team. Brandon Williams, a solid backup fullback for sure. And yeah, all in all, the team is looking pretty promising. If maybe we can get a couple of transfers in to bolster our prospects. And at the time I was recording this originally, the deal had not been done, but it just has been done a couple of hours ago. As I'm recording, it's officially been announced. Jadon Sancho is now a Manchester United player. And of course, the first bit of business we're going to get done in this career mode is we're going to jump in and sign him. And I was telling you we need to look to shore up that defence. And Raphael Varane, another real-life prospect for United. Plenty of talk going on in the media about him at the moment. He's going to cost us probably around £60 million, which is quite expensive, but 27 years of age, he's definitely in the prime of his career, so it could be worth it. Another player linked with United is Eduardo Camavinga, only 17 years of age, comes in at around 77 overall, bags of potential. I mean, no more words are needed. And of course, Kieran Trippier could come in to bolster our wing position / fullback. We'll have to see, but he's also in the prime of his career, I think, 83 overall. He's decent. I love the face scan. Very, very realistic. I think he could be a really good rotation player for us and just take our bench to that next level. But of course, first things first, we've got to do it. We've got to go get Jadon into our team and see how much the wallet is going to suffer. So, about time to offer a transfer fee. They value him, or FIFA values him, at around 106.5 million. Now, that is a lot, but have you seen our transfer budget? £180 million nearly. We are going to be able to get this deal over the line, surely. We're going to have to go quite a bit over his valuation, I fear. Though, we'll start out at 20 million. It's still right at the beginning of the transfer window, so we'll have plenty of time to repair any damage that might occur from any walking out of the opposition manager, if you want to put it that way. And whoa, okay, that is £70 million nearly over his value, and on top of that they want a 10% sell-on clause. Now, sell-on clause, I am not completely averse to that, because over the course of this career mode, I doubt I'm going to be selling Jadon Sancho. So if we can use that to negotiate a lower price, I am more than happy to do that. So we're going to put the price up slightly, maybe 135 million. I like dealing in nice flat fees, and we'll increase the sell-on clause to 15%. Let's see what they say. And they're being stubborn, boys. They are sticking to their price tag, which is most frustrating. We're going to have to go up more. We are not going to let this deal fall through. That is certain. So, £150 million. Somehow I feel like I'm getting played for a fool here by the Borussia Dortmund manager. But what can you do? What can you do? 150 million euros with 10% sell-on clause. Oh, he comes down quite considerably. From 174 million to 156 million. We can work with this. Can we meet them in the middle? Or a nice flat 155. I told you I like nice looking fees, aesthetically pleasing transfer sums, and we've got the deal over the line. So the only hurdle we now have to jump is that all important contract negotiation. And I really, really hoped when I was doing this that I was not going to have to guess what do you call it? Wage, that's the one. How can I forget what the word is? But, oh man, imagine Sancho in our team. Sancho, Fernandes, Rashford, Cavani, Martial on the bench. These are fantastic players, potentially Champions League challenging players. And of course, we're going to give him a crucial squad role because we would be stupid not to. He is going to play as many games as we can get through his legs. That's just the be-all and end-all. 5 years. He's only 20 years of age still. Tie him down for as long as you flipping can. As long as you flipping can. Accept it. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What was I waiting for? No release clause. I love that. We're on the same page. We do not want to risk losing him later on. And 110,000. I love you, Jadon. You did not leave it down to me to choose a transfer fee, and we're more than willing to have a go at this. We might just try and fiddle a little bit with the signing bonus, maybe bring it down to 500k or 750k. Oh, I was feeling generous, clearly, and we'll leave the wage where it is, because for an 87 overall player, 110k a week is absolute pennies. And yes, lads, we get it over the line. Let's go and see him in the squad hub. So now we just need to find him up among all these players. There he is. Now, the kit number, I know now that he's going to have the number 25 in real life. But when I was filming this, I did not know that was going to happen. So, I'm pretty sure I gave him the number 7 shirt. And I moved Edinson Cavani elsewhere. But for the next episode, when hopefully the live recording will be back, we will change him to number 25. Unless you guys object. But I just like having that realistic factor. I think we changed Edinson to number 20 because it just seemed like a nice sort of number for a striker. Not really sure why, it just felt right, you know. So yes, there we go. There we go. The huge deal is over the line, and it's going to be so exciting to see how he gets on this season for us, both in the career mode and also in real life. But now we're getting down to business. The brutal business of management is coming to haunt us here. We are going to have to look at some serious players to shift out of the door because, in case you haven't noticed, our transfer budget has been slaughtered. So we need to raise some more funds to get some more players in. And also, while we're at it, we might as well loan out a bunch of sort of younger players. So we are strolling down. Phil Jones for sure. Feels like he's been around for decades, doesn't it? He can go on the transfer list. He is definitely not within our future plans. Diogo Dalot, I was tempted to recall him from loan because don't forget we've still got some of the old loan systems here. Because we're playing FIFA 21, I was tempted to recall him from loan and then maybe sell him. That seems like quite a realistic prospect. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Nemanja Matic, once again, 31 years of age, 79 overall. I've loved what he's done for the club, but he is not really in the future. We've got to make some money from him while we can. Anthony Elanga, I remember that goal he scored against Wolves. Final day of the season, was it, last year? And it was just fantastic. He's going to be so important for this club in the future. I just have a feeling. So he can get loaned out, get some crucial experience. Another young player for loan we have here. Donny van der Beek, he's going to be staying. I love him, even if Ole doesn't. Now, Pereira and Lingard. I'm pretty sure I was considering recalling Pereira and Lingard. I think I did recall Pereira in the end. Either that or his loan ended. I'm not quite sure. But Lingard, should we recall him and should we try and sell him? That is the question. Or should we recall him and keep him? Because he's only 27 years of age. He's still got plenty of time left in him. And Juan Mata, sorry, I'm a bit behind. He's been such a servant to the club. So if we get an offer for him, we might consider it. But I just don't feel right about putting him on the transfer list. Daniel James, I was considering loaning him out. I'm not sure how much game time he's going to get this season, but he's definitely in the future the fastest player I've ever seen in my life. Chong, out on loan. Bukail Mella, also on loan. But now the big question now was whether we're going to transfer list one of these central defenders, especially if we're looking to bring in Raphael, Varane. We are going to need some extraordinary fundage, and perhaps selling Lindelof or Bailly could do that for us, but that is a matter for another day. We will now get through these annoying emails. The youth squads, here we go. Interesting, lots of players. They haven't given me a fantastic initial crop of youngsters, but Marxer there, the young right winger, looks alright. He looks like he could be alright, so we'll leave him there, but everyone else, we're not going to waste our time. They can go find some new clubs in like League One or wherever they want to play. Oh, I love that Petr Cech hat. I didn't even notice that when I was controlling this. But Marxer, yeah, we'll leave him there. From Liechtenstein as well, which is very precise, I want to say. Now, for the board's visions and expectations. What are the objectives this season? We need to sign at least 3 players younger than 20 with potential greater than the average overall rating of players currently in the same position. Cheap as that's a tongue twister. So yeah, we need to sign a whole bunch of young wonder kids. So guys, in the comments, let me know if you have any ideas. Camavinga, I'm pretty sure, will apply for that. Also, Champions League reached the final, and I saw also there we need to get into the Champions League positions. But look at that, Jadon Sancho in the colours of United. It was just meant to be. It was just meant to be, wasn't it? It just looks so right. The former Manchester City man comes back to haunt his former club, and it was true. Andreas Pereira returned from loan without me even recalling him. I think his loan just expired, which was a bit weird. But we should probably look to sell him. I think that's about right. Matic, we have got a offer here, and of course we're going to negotiate it. We want to get as much money as possible. Every penny counts. You know what they say. Take care of the pennies and the pounds will take care of themselves. They'll take care of themselves. So let's see how much we're going to be able to drag Bilbao, I want to say, up. 14 million. Let's see what they say to that. Surely they're not going to accept it first time. They do. Oh, maybe I could have gone a bit higher. Not too bothered though. Not too bothered though. As long as we get him out of the club and get some money in his place. But guys, it's already time for the first pre-season match. And we're just using the standard team. I didn't fiddle with it at all. And we got an easy win. 2-0 over Atletico Mineiro. And if we didn't win that, we would need some serious introspection. Now, it's coming thick and fast. I can't keep up. Anthony Elanga, loan to Cardiff City. That could potentially be a really good move for him. Reece Devine, a loan to Vitesse in the Eredivisie. Playing top-level football at his age. Could be a very, very enticing prospect, but we don't want a loan to buy. We just want a normal 1-year loan. And the scout report is back on Camavinga. As I said, 78 overall. I thought he was 77. That's fantastic news. He's going to cost us a fair bit though, 26 million. But it's already time for the next preseason game, and this time we're going to shuffle things up much more. Look at all those changes. We have basically completely rotated the side. Are we still going to get the win? Yes, we are. Even bigger than last time. That is really encouraging to see against Buenos Aires. And that should secure our place in the knockouts. But we've had 2 more offers. Of course, we're not going to sell Anthony Martial, especially to a Premier League rival. And Phil Jones, we need to consider this. We need the money. So let's negotiate. Let's see how much money we can squeeze for, I want to say a veteran, but he's not a veteran. He's only 28 years old. Maybe Crystal Palace, who should have Patrick Vieira, but they've still got Roy Hodgson there. Maybe that could be a really good move for him. Get some game time under his belt. By the way, who else was impressed with the signing of Patrick Vieira for Crystal Palace? I think that is a fabulous signing. I think he is going to do wonders for them. He's going to take Crystal Palace to that next level, maybe even European football. And it's good to see that loan got accepted for Reece Devine, very promising young fullback. Now we've had one from Stoke for Bukayo Malor, and we've had another offer from Nemanja Matic, this time from Leicester City. So we figured, why not negotiate? This is a win-win situation. If we get more money, that will be a win. And also, he's only going to get worse. So we're going to be weakening, if you like, a Premier League rival. We're going to be weakening because he's just going to go down and down and down that slippery slope. You'd think Leicester would be looking for more sort of impressive targets, wouldn't you? But is it already time for game number 3 of the pre-season? I guess it is. We've basically swapped the team. I did that really quickly. Sorry if you didn't see it, but it's not that important, to be honest. We get the win over AC Milan, which is good. And now we've had a transfer offer for Harry Maguire. Chelsea seem determined to raid some of our best players, and we're just going to block it because Maguire is going nowhere. We love him here on this channel, and that is that. So go find someone else, Chelsea. Whew, that was quick. Matic is sold. I see a little message there. That's good. Who was he sold to? That is the question. It was Leicester City. Like I told you, they also paid more than Bilbao were going to pay. 12.5 million in the transfer budget. and we've weakened one of our rivals in the Premier League. I love to see it, lads. I love to see it. And look at that transfer budget. It is looking much healthier now. We could probably even, maybe with one more transfer, we could afford to go in for Monsieur Varane. But it's time for the final of the pre-season tournament, and we're going to make some considerable swappage. We're not going to take Fernandes out, so I'm not quite sure why that happened. Or maybe we are. Oh, what was I thinking? Yeah, that's more like it, son. What were you drunk on? Cheapers. Greenwood will come out for James, and then we will swap James for, of course, Jadon Sancho. He is going to make his debut for United in a final of the pre-season tournament. Hopefully he can make the difference for us, you know. Fred's going to come in for us, tired Donny van der Beek, and we're going to quick sim it. They won. I knew that happened. I don't know why I acted so surprised. It was a bit pathetic, wasn't it? But what can you do? I'm just trying to keep my brain up to pace with this extremely fast stuff. And we've had offers for both of our centre-backs that we were considering to sell. And Victor Lindelof, it looks like Eric Bailly is going to have to be, because we don't mind selling Victor Lindelof, but not to a Premier League rival. And on top of that, I mean, I don't really want Harry Winks. We've got plenty of midfielders. We're looking to bring in Camavinga as well. It's just not going to work for us overall, Tottenham, mate. So we're going to have to reject that one. Soz about that. But we're more than happy with this Eric Bailly offer. He would be going to Villarreal in La Liga. So he will not be coming up against us in the Premier League, which means we're more than willing to negotiate a fit fee for the Ivorian Coast. Is that right? Centre-back. Anyway, he has. I still feel like Eric Bailly has so much potential in real life. I just feel like in this game of FIFA, he's not really gonna slice the bread. Is that how you say it? He's not gonna make it. Let's put it that way. We want to get as much money as we can get, and 25 million is once again a nice, perfect round number. But Unai Emery, being the absolute lad that he is, keeps trying to ruin my perfect maths. We're going to have to go down to 23 million. Let's see what he says to that. Is he going to accept it? And he's made quite a leap, up from 18.9 million to 23 million. But you know what, Unai? We're not going to argue with you. It was actually pretty good doing business with you. So yeah, let's just wait for that to go through. And before you know it, it's like magic. We have another transfer offer for Andreas Pereira after he came back from his loan at Lazio from Wolfsburg, a non-Premier League rival. This is another deal we have to seriously consider, to be honest. He's currently valued at 10 million, only 24 years of age, so he's plenty of time to improve. I just feel like we've got a lot of better players in his position, and I just don't think we need to keep him. So we'll take the money. So let's see how much we can squeeze out of Wolfsburg. 15 million. What do you think of that, mate? Just let us know. 11.9 million. 6% sell-on clause. I'm not too interested in the sell-on clause, to be honest. 13.9 million. Come on, meet us there. And they do. To be fair, we've had quite a lot of reasonable transfer negotiations. No one has stormed out yet, and we've done a lot of negotiations in this episode, so that is always a plus. And we are now basically getting the notification that Pereira is sold. That was sudden. That transition was smooth by my editing skills, but who cares? We have got 63.28 million in the shed now, and that is more than enough, I should imagine, to buy Monsieur Varane, to really take this team to the next level. Let's just take a look at the calendar for what's coming up. And my mind was blown when I saw that Manchester City are our first opponents in the Premier League. The Manchester Derby on the opening day of the season. That is absolutely savage from the Premier League schedulers. I love it. I love the boldness of it. We're going to have to go out all guns firing on day number 1. We cannot lose the Manchester derby. It is a point of pride here in the red half of Manchester. So, now, I guess there's only one thing to do, and that is to finish off this episode with the signing of Raphael Varane. The French stalwart, he has been Champions League winner so many times with Real Madrid, and it's about time he brought one of those trophies home to United. So let's get in there and let's get him in a red shirt. Okay, I've just seen my assistant manager's giving me a bit of advice. He suggests that the minimum we are going to get him for is 63 million. So I thought we might just test this hypothesis and go for 55 million. And it looks like he was right. Zinedine Zidane is asking for no mean feat of £77 million. So we go up to 60 million. And he reduces his deal more than we had to increase ours, which is always a victory during negotiations. So we thought we'd go to £64 million, 1 million more than the minimum, and we're happy with that. I feel like that's a good idea, a good deal. We are basically going to get Varane now for the prime of his career. 27, 28, 29, 30 is the prime of a defender's / goalkeeper's career. Goalkeepers can go on even more than that, but that's not relevant here. It's now time to negotiate the contract of Raphael Varane to bring in our second home run signing of the career mode. And of course, he's going to get crucial. He's going to be the highest rated player in that back line. 4 years, I'm happy with that for a 27-year-old player. No worries, no release clause, love to see that. But is he going to make me choose a transfer, why don't I keep calling him transfer fee, a wage for him? Is he going to make me choose? Because that will not be good. Let's just put it that way. Yes, he is. So where do we even start here? That is a good question, isn't it? 200k seems pretty reasonable. He's going to want a bit of an increase from his current wage. Let's have a look. See, maybe signing bonus of £0, and we'll just give him 200k. That is risky play there. You got to risk it for a biscuit, and yes, we get Raphael Varane over the line, and already our squad is looking so much more trimmed and strong. Yeah, number 4 fits in pretty nicely. Did that come from Phil Jones, that number? I think it did. But yeah, let's just have a look and see how the team is doing. Okay, Varane, of course, is going to pop in there for Lindelof. Sancho comes in for Greenwood. Greenwood goes onto the bench. And I think this is pretty much going to be it. Our first team squad is ready to rumble. James will just put him a bit higher up here on the reserves. Look at that, look at that. Our lowest rated player is Donny van der Beek, but he is still young. He will improve. Oh, Henderson is actually lower than him. Sorry, I didn't see that. But he will also improve. And anyway, guys, that's going to draw us to the end of this mesmerising first episode in the Manchester United career mode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are as psyched as I am to get this career mode well and truly underway. If you're new around here, don't hesitate to smash that subscribe button and also flick that notification bell. But anyway, guys, one more thing to say, 2 more things to say actually. Look at that, biggest transfer by nearly double of what the next one was. Martinez to Liverpool. Jeez, Martinez to Liverpool, that's a good signing. But never mind. The other thing to say, of course, is it has been mad FIFAing with you guys today. Until the very next time.